morning, guys, and Merry Christmas to everyone watching this video. I hope you all have an amazing day and spend a lot of time with your families, and just all in all, just have a great day. It's currently Christmas Eve where I am at the moment, and today we're taking a very special trip back into Melbourne to go meet up with someone that I wanted to meet up with for a very long time now. Last night I made my way out to the Lang Lang area, just because I had some family out here. So it was about a 45-minute trip out of Officer, but now I'm about to head straight back in. It's about an hour or so drive into Boronia. Today we're going to be catching up with Mitch from Mackie Lake Industries, and we're going to be doing a fair few little things to my car today. He's got some stuff planned, and I am so keen to go and meet him. So yeah, let's head into the city. Just made it down to Boronia. Mackie Lake Industries is just across the road at the moment. I'm just waiting for Mitch to rock up, and then we should be good to go in. Rightio, so we've just made it to Mackie's workshop. This place looks wicked, man. Now, if you guys have seen this probably on Facebook everywhere, it's looking a little bit dismal at the moment, but it'll get a heap better. So this is the Mackie Lake shop car. I've followed this thing for so many years now, and it's always been one of the cleanest Falcons in the history of the world. Yeah, she's not running at the moment. Would have been cool, maybe next year. Yeah. This thing is absolutely amazing. Alrighty, so this morning, me and Mitch are going to be doing some stuff to this car. This is Mitch, by the way, guys. So, right, so what do we have over here?
So over here, we've got our prototype power steering relocation kit. So we've been fiddling around with it, trying to get it perfect, and we've finally got to a stage where we want to, put it on cars, test it out properly, because we've been sort of promoting it for quite a while, and a lot of people have been asking us.
That's awesome.
When's it coming out and stuff.
Yep.
So thought we'll chuck one on yours, test it out for us.
Yeah, definitely. See how we go.
Yeah.
Definitely. So this kit here, is it mainly just for the big turbo guys that sort of want to move it out the way, or is it just for making it look clean?
It's both really. It's whoever wants to put it on the car.
Yeah, cool.
Design the kit primarily for the big turbo boys that put your Pro Mods and your GDX 47s, 55s, and all that stuff with the high mount and the Pro Mod sort of manifolds. But if someone wants to get rid of the reservoir,
and it looks so much nicer.
Exactly right. Yeah, if someone wants to get rid of that and move it up the back, make it look a little bit neater, then
certainly
get the kit and away you go.
That's excellent. So in the engine bay, pretty much, even though I did just get this whole DC engineering cover kit, we're going to be completely just moving this reservoir here all the way up to where the catch can normally sits. Moves the whole thing out the way, just makes it look a hell of a lot better. This thing should look pretty sweet. Look at all these turbo side kits. All the brackets for all those hoses and everything, all the braided lines. So many awesome kits here. And these things here as well, these are the ECU relocation kits?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, that's so wicked. And also, even though we just did the Oz kit a couple of weeks ago, we're going to be taking that one off there because Mackie makes a kit that's going to suit my car a little bit nicer. It's all like stainless braided, silver braided hose with some black filters and everything else as well. So this is going to look a hell of a lot nicer in the engine bay, as well as a bracket that sits at the front of the engine, which should look a hell of a lot more uniformed. And just amazing. That bracket looks so clean down there, hey. So this bracket right here is the one that the reservoir sits straight on, just literally slides straight on top, and it bolts up straight underneath the master cylinder there. That is such an easy kit, look at that. It literally slides straight on. If I can get it on myself with one hand. No, I messed it up now. It's just as simple as that, No, I need two hands for this now. How can I not do this? I don't know what I've just done. I have no idea what I've just done. This is why I do not do this shit. I am so worthless at this. Why do you sponsor me these things? It's such a bad idea. Okay, got it. Done. Woo! How easy is that? See, Took me no longer than 2 seconds to put that on. She's all sorted. So we were just having a little look at the little tiny baby turbo that's been pushing 18 pound for 7 months now.
Yeah.
And it has a little bit of sharp play, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not touching the housing yet, so that's good.
I'll know when it's starting to touch the housing, yeah. I was actually expecting it to be a hell of a lot worse than that.
Yeah, still got a little bit left.
Yeah.
Should be right.
And what are they like? How much to replace? Like what, $300?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
cool.
it depends, yeah, if you get a second-handy one.
Yeah.
But it's a good excuse to get a Gen 2 GTX.
Oh, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me with a good time. God damn it. So you utilise the same pump? Just,
Correct.
yep.
Yeah, so this is your reservoir.
Yep.
And then that's obviously the pump for the
Yep.
reservoir. We just take that off. We've got a custom-made fitting that goes inside the pump.
Yep.
And we attach to that fitting, and then we just run the lines back down to the reservoir that sits up there.
That's brilliant.
And yeah, just for the boys that got a high mount turbo, their intake piping comes across here, and 9 times out of 10 it gets in the way of the intake piping in
Yep.
the old reservoir. So yeah, we had the same problem too, and you know, wanted to design a kit that's completely bolt on, so you don't actually need to fabricate, cut, or
Yep.
change anything. It's literally just a couple of hoses, push in the new fitting, do up some grub screws, and bolt the bracket on, and away you go.
So brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Wanted to make a kit that was just super easy to fit. Anyone
Looks
can fit it
clean.
at home.
Yep.
Looks clean and works well. So,
Excellent.
This is what we've come up with.
That's excellent.
Happy
That's
days.
awesome.
Yeah.
I have to admit, you're probably the largest pioneer of any Falcon fabrication sort of anything at the moment, I reckon.
Yeah, I try
100%.
I try to make stuff that people like.
Yep.
It works well.
Looks good.
Easy to fit.
For me
and looks good.
again. Yeah, yep.
exactly. It's literally just a matter of, you know, because I got my own Falcon, and I'll do something and I'll look at it and I'll go, you know, I can do it heaps better than that.
Yep.
So I'll design something that works better, you know, like the ECU relocation.
Yep.
I looked at it and I thought, I don't really like the way that sits.
Yeah, it looks horrible, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it looks a bit
Yeah.
iffy. It looks a lot better with DC Engineering's.
Oh,
on
yeah.
there.
Yep, yep.
But at the time, I didn't have one, so I thought, you know, there's a bit of room there behind the ABS module. I may as well just make a bracket that goes there. And
And you have yours on your car, don't you?
correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Once it's all back together.
Yeah, once it's all back together. Yep, yep, yep.
I'll have the ECU relocation fitted, which is
Yep.
good. And the best thing about it is the new Haltech plug and play ECUs, they actually fit in with
Yep.
the bracket that I made too.
That's excellent. And then once you
So-
get rid of the battery into the boot and everything, it frees up this entire
Yeah, correct.
section of the bay. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
so we do the ECU relocation. Obviously, we do the battery relocation in the turbo inside
Yep.
intake, but some people like to put that in the boot.
Yep.
We make a thermostat housing header tank delete, so you
Yep.
can actually get rid of that, and then it puts the thermostat housing up here.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
that frees up that side
Yep.
of the engine bay. We're actually working on a fuse box relocation as well.
Yep.
So you'll be able to, again, completely bolt on, no modifying needing.
Yep.
We're going to make some brackets that actually sits under the bumper. It's not very good for a street car and, you know, your sort of daily cars.
Yep.
But for the boys that love their show car, love bonnet poppers and stuff like that,
Yep.
it's grouse because it gets everything out of the engine
Yep.
bay and it looks good.
I could imagine like a completely smooth engine bay with just that sitting there. You still
Yeah.
got aircon, still got everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Street car life.
Yeah, street car. Yeah, yeah. That's so wicked. All right, so now pulling half my car apart. We have this thing off. Oh, I just got power steering fluid everywhere. I apologise. We got rid of that horrible looking thing inside the engine bay. And now you can get to work at putting the new one in. Reservoir's out. Heaps cleaner. Oh man, I'm so keen now.
We'll run the 2 lines for the reservoir,
Yep.
which the dash 8 line runs from this fitting here down to the
Yep,
reservoir, and
perfect.
the other one runs from the reservoir down to the power steering cooler.
Cool.
Once we run those 2 lines, the power steering's done and installed.
Perfect.
And then we'll continue on with the water lines, oil line for the turbo, and the little oil feed bracket at the front.
That's awesome. So while Mitch is working on getting on the power steering line to the fitting onto the reservoir, I'm going to start getting into getting the braided oil line off. So yeah, I've already pretty much taken off all the zip ties and and taken off the heat shielding. So now, pretty much because all the banjos there, we're just going to reuse those banjos instead of having to take off the fitting in the block and everything else as well. So going to quickly undo this and undo that one down there. And yeah, I'm going to let him fit his kit. That way it all runs smoothly and he knows exactly what he's doing. I'm just going to take this one off for him. And then, yeah, I'm probably going to give this away in a video coming up as well. So if you guys do want an oil line kit, I'm going to give this one away from my car. Brilliant kit, hasn't failed me. I just know that this one we're putting in is going to look a hell of a lot nicer. But yeah, if you guys want to win this kit, stay tuned. I have no idea what competition I'm going to do yet, but we'll do one. Rightio, so both sides of the line are off. See if I can pull this one up and through. Beautiful. There we go. Earl's kit is off. Perfect. So now with everything off the car, we're just going to be starting to reassemble it. So pretty much with the reservoir being so far away, you do need a new rubber line to go to the oil cooler. Yep. Yeah, so fitting it straight down to the top line there. And then this other rubber hose that goes to the bottom of the power steering pump, correct?
The bottom one goes to the rack. So that's
to the rack, sorry,
yeah. The rack.
Yep.
The top one runs from the other side of the cooler to the reservoir, then from the reservoir runs into the pump itself through this fitting, through the high pressure power steering line, into the rack and then back down, and it does a big loop.
So when roughly will this be coming out, do you reckon?
Well, depending on manufacturing time, because these fittings here are all custom. We actually designed them in CAD, 3D CAD ourselves, and we're getting them custom made from a company up in New South Wales. So depending on manufacturing time, we're hoping to have the finalised kit released sort of late January next year.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty close still.
Yeah,
that's not too far away.
They've made a few fittings up for us at the moment to test, given yours is one of them.
Yep.
And then this is because this is a prototype kit. We're still this is still raw, but these will be anodized.
Yep.
Black before the kits are released fully.
So nice. Yep.
So yeah, we're just it's just a matter of waiting on a few people just to do their job, and then once they're done, we'll get a bulk lot of kits done at the same time. So once they are released, we've got a few kits to sell. Yep. So once we do that and get the kits finalised, and obviously you do your testing and make sure everything does what it's supposed to. Yep.
My testing includes basically, I don't know, driving it.
Just driving it every day. Make sure it's fine under sort of heat conditions coming up to summer as well. So, we want to make sure that in 45-degree temperatures, sitting in traffic, whereas it's almost the hottest a car will get aside from track days and stuff like that. We want to make sure that it's going to be fine in extreme sort of heat ranges. We want to make sure that it is fine on the track. If someone wants to cut doughies or, do loops and stuff like that, we want to make sure that...
Yeah, you might have to find a different customer for that way.
No, we're going to test that. We'll do all this sort of serious testing.
Yep.
Once we get our Falcon on the road next year.
Yeah, right. Serious testing, doing doughies and...
Yeah,
right.
We'll have a bit of fun. Controlled conditions.
Controlled conditions, of course.
In Mexico, of course.
Yep.
So, yeah. Well, once we want to finalise everything, because we don't want to release a kit that's half-assed. Yep. We always want to release a kit that's going to be good to go the first time. As you've seen, we've incurred a few things installing this kit now that I'm going to rectify in the future release.
Yeah, that's it.
So just a matter of ironing out all the small details. We've got the majority of the kit finished. All the bracket and everything like that's fine, and I'm happy with that now. So once we get all the little nitty-gritty things ironed out, we'll release the kit. And,
and anyone that's actually had Immaculate kit as well, whether it's turbo side, whether it's the oil line, anything like that, always knows that all these fits literally bolt in straight away. So you've done a very good job with all of them.
Try to make it as easy as possible for the customer, and if the customer does have any dramas, we're always happy to help. Give us a buzz anytime, any day. Preferably not 3 a.m.
But you will do it if you have to.
If I see the phone call, 9 times out of 10 I'm going to answer it, and I'm happy to help anyone because some people aren't as mechanically minded as others, so any help they can get is
that's excellent.
a bonus. So,
cool.
Yeah.
Very good. So just got a little bit more to do now, and then I'll pretty much show you guys as sort of we're putting the last little finishing touches on. Easy done. Just saying, guys, it's so cool to be at this workshop right here. I've spoken to Mitch for years, and if you guys know him as well, this car over here, Mitch's XR, actually started off as an NA, same as mine. Me and him both had, we both had NA 5-speeds, and he has just made this thing into a, well, not at the moment, but like a 780 something horsepower beast, sequential TR6060 gearbox, and it's incredible. So to see how far he's come, and you know, I started talking to him even before he owned Maculek, and yeah, me and him kind of like have done a lot of work together. The dedication and everything that he puts into all these parts that he does, he works on his own car and puts all those parts on there, and then helping me out with my build and with my YouTube journey as well has been massive. So to actually meet him for the first time ever, such a rad dude. Yeah, I just can't thank him enough. So if you guys want any of the parts apart from the power steering relocation that we're doing today, definitely go check out Maculek Industries. I'll leave a link in the description down below, but you can purchase any of these parts that he has. So quickly go for a walk over here. So he has the turbo side. These are all before powder coating. Turbo side intake relocations and battery relocations, ECU relocations. He's got the water lines and everything else as well, the brackets for them. Basically anything you guys have seen on my channel to do with engine based stuff, and yeah, he's all over it, 100% all over it. So yeah, thank you very much, Mackie. He's sponsoring this video and he's not here, but yeah, thank you very much, Mackie, for sponsoring this video. You are an absolute legend. And please guys, if you do want to see anything or potentially buy anything from Mackie, definitely check out the link down below. I'll see if we can get another code together, or see if the original one still stands, but yeah, definitely go check out the link in the description, and yeah, you're a legend. Thank you very much. So I just had a quick chat to Mitch just sent to. The Tomato 15 code still stands, so definitely go check it out. 15% off anything on the website, excluding sales as well. So like Christmas, Easter sales, anything else he puts on where the price has dropped, that code won't be active. But anytime after that, Tomato 15, definitely go check it out. I'll leave the link in the description, and yeah, just go have a look. You'll find something beautiful. So I'm just about to start installing the Maculek oil line kit. So this is just really simple. So I've just taken all the fittings off, and we're just going to quickly redo them now. The shorter side goes on this side here, goes to the filter, and then we also have this line over here, this line here, which goes on the engine, which goes in the fitting on the engine, comes through here and up through the front, and then we're going to be taking these two things off and putting on one of the brackets that he has over there. So let's get that sorted right now. That's it. Oh, right. Yeah, cool.
Ready to go.
That's so clean.
Looks 10 times better.
Sure does, hey. That's bloody awesome. Where's me 1,000 horsepower, high horse...
Billet intake fluid.
Billet intake fluid. Yeah, that's the one. Ugh, keep that one handed. That's the worst thing about vlogging, is having to do everything one-handed. Sweet.
It's yours.
Yes.
Alright, you can crank some fluid in that.
Without bloody destroying my engine bay. That'd be nice.
Rag down, or?
Nah, she's alright.
For
I did just get it over everything though. Alrighty, so power steering relocation completely finished. Everything's looking really good. So now we're just going to move on to the braided oil and coolant line, which should be fairly straightforward. It's just dumping coolant on the ground right now, isn't it?
Oh yeah. You can't get a bloody drip tray under there.
Yeah, I know. I need some bags, don't I?
Some bags. Breeze bag boys.
My car's getting a bit excited to be here, I think. That looks so nice.
Yeah, this one's...
Yes.
This is one of my favourite things that I do, these ones.
Yep. You've had these around for a fair bit, haven't you?
Yeah, a couple of years now. Love pretty parts.
Yep.
Sparkly things.
Yeah, they just look cool.
Yeah.
And they hold in your cool bits that look cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right, so the water / coolant line, everything's all sorted. All the fittings are all done up. This thing looks absolutely amazing. It'll be cool once we get all this sort of and situated on there. And then all we have to do is the oil line, and then everything is pretty much ready to go back together. And then I'm going to head all the way down to Foster, which is where I'm staying tonight. So yeah, this is going to be such a clean, nice looking engine bay once this is all done. Just fitting up the oil line. I haven't really filmed as much of this because we've already sort of done an install. Rightio, 1000 horsepower rated billet clamps. Are they actually billet though?
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, billet anodized clamps. They bolt onto the front of the
Yep.
oil feed bracket, and then water line, oil line, and happy days.
Easy. Cool, so that's all on there. I'm sure we'll find a way that sort of sits over further that way. But that is looking so clean and so nice.
Do that.
Cool, yeah, sweet. So anyone that's having an issue with any of the Macculate kits not fitting properly, this is all you have to do to make them fit, is literally just bend it.
Unfortunately, yeah, we do. We're working on a kit at the moment that actually won't require you to bend it.
Yep.
And that's another product we're hoping to release in
Yep.
the early next year.
They're pretty durable, those hoses as well, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing people have problems with is they actually push down on this blue part.
Yep.
And unfortunately, being plastic, it's just super,
Yep.
you know, it just snaps. And they pop out of the pressed metal fitting,
Yep.
and then the O-ring splits, starts leaking, and it just pisses fluid out.
Yep,
So
yep.
the way that I do it, and I have done on the hundreds of kits that I've fitted, is you actually grab it down below the switch.
Yep.
So down there where the hard line crimps to the rubber line.
Yep.
And you grab that with your palm, push it down, and you sort of angle it towards the radiator and the engine at the same time.
Cool.
Push that down, and it only has to move like 20 mil, like it's really not that much.
Yep.
And once you do that, that enables the switch to fall down enough, and you can fit the intake piping nice and low.
Perfect.
And,
Excellent. So now my intake piping is not going to look like it's half off the turbo.
Correct.
Yeah.
It'll
Awesome.
look a lot better now. A lot better. So yeah, no, it'll look a lot better now.
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Hell yes, I'm happy. Beautiful. So just going to fill it back up with some coolant, and then we should be all G to start this thing up and just see if any of the lines are leaking from not doing them up tight enough. And then she should be all G. She should be grouse. Apparently that's a Victorian term.
Should be Australia-wide.
I think it is. I think I just don't talk to enough people.
You don't talk to enough bogans.
Yeah, let me know, guys. Is grouse all over Australia, or is it just Victoria? I swear it's just Victoria. I don't know.
It's a grouse word.
It is a grouse word. Isn't it just, it just means like,
Just like
it's wicked.
just
cool.
like they're chicken palmers, not chicken
Oh,
palmers.
yeah, right, yeah, right. So how cool is this? This has been laser etched too. I'm just gonna sit on top of it. There we go, that's looking good. She's full of coolant. She's almost pretty much back together. Just got to do up a few more little clamps. Managed to fix up the placement of like the intake pipe and everything else as well. Power steering's full, coolant's full. It's got the rad fans to go, and then she's all golden. Right, Mitch just going to take it for a quick drive. Obviously, being one of the first kits, he just wants to make sure that everything is all G.
Beautiful.
That's bloody awesome.
Yep.
Give, Bubba, give.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Sure does. It's good fun, this car. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's real good fun.
How much fun? You can't be unhappy in a boosted car.
Oh no, definitely not. Every single time I hear the dose, I am smiling 100%.
Boost is an antidepressant.
It is, it is.
If you're depressed, just go on an XR6 Turbo.
Yeah. That's nothing. Was
That's
that,
a full.
was that-
No, that was like a quarter.
yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't want to give it too much.
You can if you want to.
Too many berries.
How good's that? 18 psi and then straight through.
Doesn't like traction, that's for sure.
No, it does not.
That's a pisser.
So yeah, it's full boost by 2,200 RPM.
That's unreal. It's
Yeah.
so responsive.
Yeah, sure is.
Woohoo! How good's that?
Yeah. I'm loving the suspension setup in this car. It just does
Mate,
everything you need it to.
That track's like unbelievable. So easy to control.
It sure is, hey.
You're a mastermind, Gene.
He sure is. Mate,
Very, very good. I'm
that
happy
was
with
wicked.
That.
That was so smooth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
right.
That was just, it held its line so well.
Beautiful.
I'm happy with that power steering too.
Yeah.
No air locks, no,
No
shuddering,
noises.
no shuddering.
Beautiful.
Does a good skid.
In Mexico, that is.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
Mexico.
It's quicker from the passenger seat.
It's unreal. It's
Yeah.
I couldn't. The way it tracks on the road
Yeah.
is like when you usually do a skid, it's usually all over the joint.
Yeah,
But that just holds its line so
Yeah.
well. It's a testament to the MCA coilovers.
exactly right. Gene is
Sets them up.
absolute mastermind. Gene went through this entire car. We did everything, including camber, coilovers. In all fairness, the tires aren't great, but it's safer on the driveline.
With
That's
440 horsepower or whatever, not many tyres can keep up with that sort of power.
yeah,
So, and they were bloody cold too. We only just took it.
yeah. Actually, that's very true.
So,
Have you felt how rock hard that those tires are? They're bloody. They're not the softest things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, well. It's all good fun.
Yeah.
No, it goes really well.
Thank you. I got the Mitch Mackey seal of approval.
Thumbs up. It's all 'cause it's-
Rightio, there you have it, guys. Mackey Industries. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. You are a friggin' legend.
Hope you like it, bro.
I do. Thanks for making all these awesome parts. Pioneer of the FG world. Or the Barra world, sorry.
Try to make some cool shit.
Yeah, dude.
Happy
There you go.
days, man.
Beautiful.
Well, enjoy the rest of your road trip.
Will do. Rightio, guys. Next time I see you, I'll be somewhere not here. Alrighty, guys. So I left Boronia, and so far everything has been absolutely amazing. The steering feels amazing. The car's staying around the right temperature, which means we did the cooling correctly. Everything is just bloody awesome. So as I said, we've left Boronia. I'm probably not saying that right, but now we're heading down to the Foster area, sort of down near Wilson's Promontory in South Gippsland. So yeah, it's absolutely amazing down there, and I'm so keen to spend the next couple of days down here. So I'm spending the next 3 days down in South Gippsland, just hanging out with my family. I'm going to spend Christmas with my grandparents, and yeah, because I haven't seen them in a couple of years. Also going to see a whole heap of cousins, whole heap of just aunties and uncles, so that's going to be amazing. I'm going to still do videos, I'm going to still do daily videos. I hope you guys have been really enjoying them. I certainly have been. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try and push them out over the next couple of days. You know, this is my life now, and so I've actually had so much fun doing daily content, and I can't believe I actually have. There's just so much to film down here. There's so much to do. Like, look at this. This is just so beautiful. So yeah, massive thank you to Mitch for all the amazing work he's put into not only just my car, but also all of the R&D that he's put into pretty much the Falcon. I dare say he's probably like one of the most switched on guys when it comes to the Barra sort of engine build, when it comes to anything sort of fabrication around the Barra engine. He just kind of, he sees something that he kind of likes and he thinks he can make better, and he kind of just does it. It's such an awesome way of thinking, and I really admire him for his knowledge and everything that he kind of does. So yeah, absolute legend. Thank you very much, Mitch. You're amazing, and thank you for having faith in me as well. I don't know whether I've spoken about it in the video before, but I actually knew Mitch back before he started Mackey Industries, back before I even started uploading YouTube videos, and me and him used to talk about our 5-speed NA Breeze cars, and you know, now his car's crazy. Now his car's going to be like a crazy built car, and you know, I've gone through 2 cars now, and you know, built up sort of my dream car. He's built up his dream car, but all in all, we still have these mint Breeze Falcons. So, you know, what can you do? These things are amazing. Rightio, so I'll talk to you guys when we get to Foster. Let's do this.